What it do? What it do? Dr. Dandruff is in this mother lover with another dope ass interview. Y'all gotta stay tuned. We gotta get into this intro. You know how the rhyme could get. You know what time it is. This is how we do things. Let's get it.
Coming from a land where no one gives one. It's the Dr. Dandruff Show with Dr. Dandruff.
So ain't nobody praying for me, I'm on your head.
Because you didn't need no gun to kill nobody. You could have beat your ass up and down the street. You run the crimes that you did all.
You cannot go to jail.
This is a podcast about news, relationships, child support, and everything your long nipple baby mama can't fathom. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Dandruff.
Run from the road.
Hey, what it do? What it do? Dr. Dandruff is in this mother lover with another dope interview. This guest I have right here is a long time awaiting. I've been trying to get her on. At the end of the day, what I'm saying, all I had to do was reach out for her, and she said, "You know what? Shit, bet. Let's do this shit." Without further ado, we got the one and only Miss Jonnae Thompson. I was waiting on her to do her thing, but she was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I gotta get a shot going."
Oh, that was you peer pressuring me. I was like, I'm good. I'm not an alcoholic. It's only 3. I'm fine. And he's like, no, you must drink. And I was like, if you say so, it's your show. I follow the rules. But I will. It's Jonnae.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jonnae.
Yeah, let me turn.
Okay, I'm over here tripping.
Yeah, it's not Jonnae. Although
I said Jonnae. I said Jonnae.
You said Jonnae.
Did I say Jonnae?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jonnae's more Mexican. You're right.
That's fine.
Jonnae's more exotic.
It's also, it's an homage to my grandmother, Jonnae Mae Thompson.
Oh.
My name was actually going to be Jonnae Mae. And at the last minute, my mother's really good friend said, that's a little too country.
That's a little too country.
They came up with Jonnae.
Hey, I think they did a great job because it's perfect.
I have to remember to look this way. Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking good in the camera now. She's like,
okay, so where should I look? At you?
No, you can look at me or you can look at the camera, whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's better for your people?
This isn't my porn.
I'm a professional.
Oh, okay.
So what's the best for your show? Because I think I was looking that way because I was looking at the screen. So I have to look this way or this way.
Yeah, I look that way or that way. Yeah.
This way.
I mean, I think you look fabulous. Either way you look, I mean, it's perfect.
All right. Well, we here.
Okay. Hey, we in the building on some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Miss Jonnae.
Jonnae. Think of like
Jonnae. Okay. Oh, like Johnny, but Jonnae, like Jonnae Appleseed.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I got you.
That's perfect.
It's Jonnae Thompson, man. Fuck the bullshit.
What up, Dr. Dandruff?
What's up, mama? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's the beginning of the week, so I'm just excited for what this week brings. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
I know you've had some great guests, so
they're getting better. They're getting better as we speak.
There we go. So
that's what's up.
It's good to be here.
Hey, thank you. So I know we got Valentine's Day tomorrow.
That is tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, that is. Did you forget?
Yeah, I forgot a few times.
Oh my goodness.
Although I've really been like, and I don't know if it's just because it's Valentine's, but I've really been wanting some chocolate covered strawberries.
Bet.
So
bet.
I think I'm gonna go to Costco tomorrow.
You're not gonna go to Costco because what if Dr. Dandruff had some for you?
Oh, well, I'll toast to that.
Hey, let's toast to it. Ow.
There it is.
Ow. Hey.
Yeah, but what'd you say? Did you maybe
I'm not above you. I'm not below you.
I'm
right
beside you. Okay.
Hey,
cheers.
Hey, she's calling the shots here, ladies and gentlemen. It's mine.
Shot o'clock.
Hey, shot o'clock. I like that.
Yes.
So, hey, man, I love to see you. You got the all deaf women on, I mean,
I do. I got my all deaf women.
Look at that all deaf women. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's in 3D, y'all too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You see that? Yes.
All you flat chested girls cannot put it out in 3D or 4D. Hers is like 4D, but that's another thing.
I have this thing. I was like, damn, I should have worn a better bra.
That motherfucker is 7K right now, y'all.
So could have been popping, but that's all right. We working on it.
Hey, ow. So, Miss Jonnae, what's up with you? I mean, how you been since the last time I seen you? I seen you at the All Deaf Digital
Was
Party.
at the end of 20, yeah, it was the holiday party. So that was at the
Yeah.
end of 2022. Yeah, things have been well since then. The beginning of the year has been off to a great start. It's really what I made a declaration at the beginning of the year that,
Okay.
a few things. I said I wanted to tour more with my comedy. I wanted to book a series regular, if anybody is out there
Ow.
watching. I said I wanted to use my talents and like my natural given abilities to um, basically create financial freedom for myself. So since the year's been off, I'll say pretty much every week I've been on a different set or touring more shows. Just the what I've declared at the beginning of the year. I feel like okay, here we
Okay.
are in
Well,
February.
let's
I've
dive
got
into
some,
it. Let's dive into it.
yeah.
What in like what sparked the flame in your ass to be like, you know what, I want to do just comedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not
Yeah.
only do you do comedy, you do a lot of shit. So let's
Yes.
just dive into that first. Like, who was your favorite comedian, or like who were you like you grew up watching? Who did you
Mhm.
like to where you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm a funny ass motherfucker. I want to do comedy because either this person sparked the flame, or you were just like, I'm a funny person regardless because all my friends tell me I'm funny. Or
Uh,
what was it?
it's actually a mixture, a combination of both. Definitely grew up being like class clown and all that, definitely had that going on. And when I was in undergrad at Cal State Northridge, I ended
Mm.
up doing a comedy competition. It was for Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh wow.
And I have been seeing the announcements for it for over probably close to a month. And when I first saw it, I was like, I want to do that. And I chickened out, and I do remember the day of that morning. I got off. We had a tram. I got off the tram, and the first stop I see was a table, a
Mhm.
sign up for this competition. Pass it along. Go through all my classes that day. At the end of the day, I'm walking home with a group of friends, and that same lady is there at the table, and she stops us and was like, "Hey, are any of you ladies funny, or do you know any funny ladies on campus? Like, there's no female representation, like." And my whole friends are like unanimously or like,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
her. It's her. Like
Everybody pointed
everybody's
you
pointing at
out.
me and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The
and the
first
lady's
48,
like,
they first
exactly. They
48.
snitched me out.
Yeah.
So I ended up signing up. It was about 3 p.m. The show was at about 7 p.m.
Mhm.
I'd never done stand up.
Oh, wow.
And I came up with about 3 premises. I didn't know that that's what that was called at the
Mhm.
time, and I ended up being the runner-up for that competition, and
Beautiful.
the guy who was hosting, Vargas Mason, he was a
Mhm.
producer at the Comedy Store, so he was the first person to book me. Then it was like every month I was there, then I started producing my own shows, and here we are 14 years later, I'm
Wow.
doing it. And, to answer that second part, there we go.
First and foremost, man,
Yeah,
14 years later, hey, ladies and gentlemen, she just went out on a whim and said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
gonna do this thing. I ain't never done it before. Jimmy Kimmel.
yeah,
And look at her now. Man,
yeah.
that's so dope.
And growing up, the comedians who, I grew up on the Comic View,
Oh yeah,
Def
of
Comedy
course.
Jam era.
Yes.
So for me, I was inspired by the Jay Lamonts, the Ed Wonder
Mm,
Whites, and
mm.
the Small Fries, the Chocolate, the Bruce Brews, and then
What about the
right,
RNSJ? And yeah, shout out to
yeah,
everybody. That's some
exactly
real
right. The
shit. You know, the
Shane, like Shane. Oh
earthquake.
my gosh, oof, I was oof,
Shang, shout out to Shang too.
man.
I was just with him too. Shout out my boy Shang. That's some real
And he
shit.
was doing something different. I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh," you know what I mean? The little, you know what I mean? I was like, "Come on," this. I loved it. And I would say now that I do comedy and study the craft, like the list has definitely grown, and I've had a
Mm,
chance to see more than just a 1 minute snippet and study like specials, and that list has gone on to be George Carlin, Richard
mm.
Pryor, Paul Mooney, Wanda
Rest in peace. Yup.
Sykes,
Wanda's
Dave
dope.
Chappelle. It's grown a little bit more, and here we are. Here we are.
I love it. I love it, man. You got a gangster repertoire of
Oh,
just
thank
people
you.
of just who that influence you, which is dope. You know what I mean? The Paul Mooney's is something that that I
Yeah.
looked up to. You know, the Earthquake, and I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
I love
Earthquake.
Earthquake is
Whew,
so
yeah.
fucking. He's just
He's a
so,
beast.
shout out my boy.
A beast.
Corey Holcomb and all them. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But he's might be a little bit later, but. At the end of the day, I mean, these are all people that were holding it down,
Yeah.
like a fat bitch on a seesaw. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit.
I like that. I'm gonna have to take that.
Hey, you can take it. Go ahead. You can take that other shot too, motherfucker. Here we go. So what?
Pew, 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 pew.
So what we got? What we got going now? I mean, since you got 14 years in the game. I mean, I know you don't only do comedy. You
Mhm.
do you draw? Do you do hair? Do you do? Because I know. I mean, when I say
Yeah.
multi-talented, this woman does it all. Like on some real shit. Like, what other businesses do you have going? On some real shit.
So I do some acting. I do
Ooh.
some singing. I do some modeling. Done some culinary arts. I do not really draw or paint. It's not really my thing. Hair is not really my thing.
I was hoping because I need a haircut
Yeah.
and I do need somebody to paint and do like my shit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, like it's like if I already have the braids, I can style them, or like if my hair is
Okay, I
it's
get
like already like a little pre-styled, I could kind of style
Okay,
it.
I get it. I failed.
Yeah, yeah, it's
That was
okay.
on me. That's on
Yeah.
me, baby.
But yeah, that's probably about I think that's that's
So
probably
cooking, comedy,
Mhm.
acting.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I found Mrs. Dandruff.
Hey, dog.
Pew, 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 pew.
See, I need somebody to help me with the pew 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 pews.
Yeah, I got you. I've
got
always
me?
wanted to do that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You want to be in charge of the pew 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 button
I mean,
or the pew 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 button? Which
is
one?
it close to me?
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's under my chair.
It's too much.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. I'll just like do a cue like
Pew.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
do
I
that.
like that. I like that.
Yeah, I'm like I don't want to do too much reaching.
You never
and all
thought
that.
about like sex operating and shit, like like hello? Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, but I don't know if they really pay as well as like
Oh,
what that
okay.
job
I
entails.
thought you were gonna like improv with me, but I guess you didn't want to. Like, yes. What do you want?
Yeah, it's always about the money.
It's
for
the
me,
voice. The
you
voice
know?
you have is awesome. It's just like it's just.
It's a voice. I kind of it's a gift and a curse. Like a lot
yeah.
of it's like
You got weirdos.
off top, like dudes would just be like, "You're the one." Like I got such a connection with him. Like I have a connection with everybody. Like it's and
But you gotta make him feel like he's the one. Like he's the
I don't have
only
time.
one. You don't have time.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Those days are over. Maybe they'll come again, but they're over.
but speaking about like I mentioned Valentine's Day and all that. Like a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to be with an entertainer and how hard it is to be with a comic or just anybody just in acting. Because they're like, well, what if you get like a 9 to 5 person?
Yeah.
And then they don't understand, like, the hustle. I gotta get out there. I gotta fucking network. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You, him, Jungle Jim, Timmy Tucker, and any motherfucker, no matter what it means. You gotta get out there, and they will never understand that. Did you ever have? I mean, in your experience with your 14-year career,
Yeah.
have you ever like came into contact with somebody like, what, this ain't working because you don't get my drift, you don't get my hustle?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would say that majority of the time that that ends up being the reason why the relationship ends. That in the beginning it is fun to be with this entertainer. You like it, you love it. But I would say for women it's definitely a little different. Especially in comedy, it's a heavy male driven industry, so it does take a very secure man to be okay with his partner being out till maybe 2-3 in the morning, and she's working,
But it don't look good on your resume.
right? And even just at the shows, you kind of witness maybe a certain level of maybe admiration or something your partner receives, and if you're not comfortable enough to know that that's just a part of the game, you're not going to really last long, so that's definitely a thing that I've experienced. But it, it's at other times I'm like, I don't know if I would want somebody else in the industry. Like
Right.
that's probably the only other person that might
Oh,
understand
so you
it.
wouldn't want to date like another comedian because you would already
No.
know what is somebody. I mean, it's different. It's different if they're already like like founded already. They already had their
Mhm.
mold already built into it, so it's like they don't have to do all the late night shit. They don't have to be out till 3 in the morning. They're already
Mhm.
fucking encrypted in the game. So it's like But I get it. I mean, that's a question I always ask my guests. I mean, because I'm a comedian myself, and it's hard. When you have a
Yeah.
regular person that's at home with a 9 to 5, it's like, oh, well, I don't stay out this late, and I don't do none of this. But because you don't know the game, I'm
Mhm.
trying to come up. I'm trying to take every fucking any guest I can get. I'm bringing them in here,
Mhm.
and then it's mad love. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's like it's pretty rough. you
Yeah.
know. But then again, look at us. We're like, damn, we're all lonely on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know though. I don't feel lonely though. It's a thing where it's like I'm very like just particular,
Mm,
and it's a conscious choice for me
mm-hmm.
to, be solo dolo in these times. Like you know,
I
there's
hear
been
you.
Valentine's days where I have been with someone, and if it's more of like that has to be something that's 365,
Right.
So it's cute, but there's also like it's a fun time. Usually for me, it's something like we're doing Galentine's. Like it's me and my girls doing some shit, and it's way more fun.
Right.
But
All right. For those that don't know, what is the Galentine's Day?
Galentine's is when you and your girls get together, maybe y'all have a nice dinner, maybe y'all, movie nights, whatever,
Mm.
charcuterie boards, whatever you want to do. Some little
It's nothing like
champagne.
you guys. I mean, because
You
if
could exchange
I hear
gifts.
Galentine's Day, I'm thinking like Naked Twister and all types of shit. It's not that.
That's a porn
Oh,
category.
my
So
bad. God
yeah,
damn,
but
I gotta delete my history.
yeah,
Go ahead.
that's something different. But I mean, but maybe there are, shout out to the lesbians. Like, I mean, if they I'm sure there are some,
Nah, you're right.
you know,
There is.
scissoring celebrations happening around the US and the globe.
Right, 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 right. I love it. I love it. So what do we got? I mean, what do we got coming up now? I mean, are you still doing comedy? Like, are you still like
Yes, absolutely.
okay? Do you have any new shows coming up or anything?
I do throughout the month, the next March, February, March. I do post my shows on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter. That's
Hmm.
usually where I alert my audience of my upcoming gigs. So just follow me on the gram. Um,
Follow her on the gram.
that's
Follow her
usually where,
everywhere on
yeah,
some real
I'm
shit.
more. That's where I post first.
Okay.
But yeah, stay tuned. I'm not good with remembering dates off the top of my head, so
Okay. She's like, hey,
I would be
if you
like,
catch
it's
it, you
like,
catch it.
But I definitely have some shows coming up locally here, San Diego. I'm going to be in Lake Elsinore, a few other places coming up soon.
I
So
love it. I love it.
stay
I
tuned.
love it. On some real shit. So like let's talk. Let's dig into the ADD, to the all
Mhm.
deaf digital. Like what? I mean, how did that come into fruition? Like how did
Yeah.
that?
Shout out to Doughboy. So I had, yeah,
I had
pew.
Doughboy here. Doughboy knows about
Yeah,
dandruff. Yeah,
he's good people.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, great people. So, I had seen a post about All Dev having castings, and
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much hit him up like, "Hey, bro, like, what's the process like?" And kind of gave me a rundown and was like, "I'll make sure that you're seen."
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I went in, and it was an audition where there was some stand up involved. There was some like a little bit of sketch involved. And pretty much if you had any talents that you wanted to showcase,
Mm-hmm.
it was a space like that. And from there, I booked like 1 or 2 videos that year, and then there was, kind of space here and out, and then I would say maybe like 2018 was like when I became more
Mm-hmm.
a regular part of the channel, doing everything from the cannabis channel to the women's channel, even the gaming channel. Um Definitely during the pandemic, a
Mm-hmm.
lot more
Have you did like the bomb jokes or
engagement.
dad jokes and
Yeah, I've done dad
okay.
jokes. Dad jokes, that was one of the first videos of mine that I did with them that went viral. Mine with, I believe it was with To Hear More. Yeah.
Oh, shout out to my boy to hear
Yeah, was
more.
it that one? It might've been that one, yeah.
Yeah, my boy
That yeah.
that looks like raw chicken. Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I
see,
know.
he gonna get you. To
He
hear
ain't
it
gonna
was
get
him.
me. To hear it was me. My bad. My
It was
bad.
him, not me. I got your back to him.
Yeah, hey, she texted me that earlier, but it
Oh,
is what it is. I'm starting
uh-uh.
problems, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out my boy to hear more, man, on some real shit. Doing real great, man. Y'all haven't seen the fucking
Mhm.
Blind Barber fucking bar, man. Y'all go out there, real talk. We were out there with my boy. He's awesome on some real good shit.
Yes, shout out to Tahir.
To hear more in the building. But okay, so you meet the you reach out to Doughboy and Doughboy gets you in and after that you just go crazy. Like, as
Yeah.
far as the dad jokes and what else were you on? You said what,
Dad
cannabis?
jokes, bad news, great taste.
Oh, the bad news was so dope. Hey,
Yeah.
All Def Digital, please bring back bad news, man.
Bring it
that
back.
shit was so sick.
Yeah, I think that was the first one I did that went viral.
Oh, how was that? Like, how was it set up?
To hear more, he called me and was like, "Hey, do you watch Bad News? Um, do you want to be on the next one?"
Lucky ass.
And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I don't really do roast. I don't really do like that type. That's not really my style. Like I was very hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
And he just was like, you could do it, kind of encouraged me. And I did it and it ended up working out really well. So that was the one where the audience is really, I would say, shout out to the audience. Like they were like, who is this girl? Bring it back. And that's when I really started to get regularly booked on the channel. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
So you did kill it. Oh dang.
Yeah, check it out one day.
Hey, real talk.
Yeah,
You
Bad
act like I
News,
haven't-
Jonnae versus To Hear More.
Hey, I love it. I love the To Hear More one that he did. He said,
Yeah.
your mama was surrounded by like 60 rolling Crips and shit. She was over there, you know what I'm saying? She was over there just popping it and shit. You know what I'm saying? She was like, ooh.
To Hear said some wild shit.
That shit was the funniest
He
shit. I ain't gonna
says-
lie. That shit was pretty good, but
Yeah, he told me my lips look like I make backwoods potato salad or some shit. He
oh
said.
my goodness.
Something crazy.
How dare that motherfucker?
You know?
Yeah. How dare him?
He just says wild shit.
Okay. So eating and all them out there,
Oh, yeah.
they're the ones that got me on there, as far as just
Yeah.
like, me being a roaster.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, so you don't have no deal in like, ordeal like into getting into roasting, even though you were on, Bad News.
It's
Do you feel like
really
you want to
just-
get on
it's
roasting?
really it's really not my like cup
You're a
of tea, to be
comedian,
honest. But I don't know. For me, it's not really. I don't know. Like maybe there was a time in my life,
Mhm.
I would say, but like just naturally, it doesn't really come to me. Not to say I won't do it to survive.
Right.
But like it's.
I'm trying to get her to roast me, ladies and gentlemen.
That just isn't naturally what comes to me.
Right.
I enjoy watching it. Like I could help somebody write roast, things like that. But for me, it's not to say I wouldn't do it, but it's not something that I truly seek to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to do it, but if I do it, motherfucker,
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
be your
like,
last
yeah,
roast,
like
motherfucker.
I'm a nice girl with some nice dreams, so
She's lying, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. She came in here. She said, "This little ass bullshit studio. I drove all the way over here." No. She real talk. She already roasted me, but it wasn't. No, fuck you.
They don't believe that. My people, they
She's
know.
like, she's a sweetheart. No, she
Yeah,
is.
I'm pretty nice.
You're very nice.
I am, for the most part.
Hey, she's so nice. If you slap her, she wouldn't do nothing. On some real shit. That's how nice she is. On some real shit. That's nice. And her comedies with the business. So y'all better.
Did you feel how heavy my bag was?
I know I did. That motherfucker right there. Hey, I didn't want to know. I want to know what's in there.
Exactly.
I don't want to know nothing. I tried to put it over here, ladies and gentlemen. She's like, "Hey, can you bring that bag over here next to me?" I was like, "Okay."
I like to keep the hammer close to me.
That lets me further know. I love it. I love it. Damn, you with it, huh?
You
We got to
gotta
turn
be.
this motherfucker off right now. She's been drinking shots of liquor. You know what? This is it. We're going into commercial. So you mentioned cooking.
Yes.
Cooking. What is your favorite dish to cook for those that like want to book her, or that want to book you and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what could you make that'll just devastate everybody's taste buds?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like my go-to, like, is just probably one of the first things I cooked is tacos. Being from San Diego, and it's a specific type of taco. You know what I mean? I
What kind
don't,
of
it's the ground beef or your ground turkey. If you vegan, your little ground impossible meat. I could work with you. I could, whatever. Yeah, I got you. I do just, you gluten free, some ground almond meat. You know what I mean? My specialty is plant-based cooking. I was plant-based for a few years.
For those that don't know,
And
what is plant-based?
plant-based is essentially, you could say, vegan.
Okay.
Kind of, but vegan isn't just a diet. It's like a complete, like, you don't use products that involve, any
type of chicken, any type of
like no leather,
yeah.
like
Mhm.
is
Organic,
deeper. Yeah.
pretty much.
It's not just organic, but anything that involves the treatment or mistreatment of animals.
Oh, okay.
So like leather isn't something you eat, but you wear, right? So
And
like
you
the
wouldn't
fur,
wear no leather?
you if a vegan wouldn't. A
Oh, a
person
vegan wouldn't. Okay.
because it's not just about the food.
Oh, okay. So it's just
And
about a
then
way of life.
even with the plant-based,
Mhm.
there are some people who have the school of thought that plant-based is essentially the majority of what you eat is plants.
Mhm.
And some people do have some fish or some poultry, some meat,
Right.
but it's majority. So I think it's,
I eat fish all the time, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
semantics.
I eat fish usually with like one night stands and shit, but that's
Yeah, I
another thing. I'm a
understand.
pescatarian, sometimes I ain't got the tongue ring for nothing. Ow.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
PSA.
So I mean, where could they go? Like if they want to book you, like say, hey, I want some of those turkey tacos. I want some of those ground.
I could do
beef
everything too. You know what I
tacos."
mean? Don't limit me to tacos. I do all types of cuisines. All right. Everything from soul food. I've done
Mhm.
Korean, Chinese, Filipino, I do it all.
You did a little Manny Pacquiao?
I did,
Shout out Manny
I do what
Pacquiao.
I does, so a little
Manny
lumpia, a little
Pacquiao, when you get
Ponce,
governor or
you know what I mean?
mayor, holler. She hook you up, bro.
Yeah,
Talk.
but you get me up, on the gram. I do have a plant-based page. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't check that often, so you're probably better off hitting me on my main page. But if you do want to hit the plant-based page, that is Alternative Creations for You on Instagram.
Hey, y'all better hit
Yeah.
that plant-based site up or page up. My bad, not site. Come on, you're tripping. Yeah, I didn't have too many Tecatis. Well, you're fucked up.
Mhm.
That's just what happens when you get a little buzz. You're like, man, I'm a little nervous. She's taller than me, and she probably whooped my ass. And not only that,
See, why
she keep
does
a
he
burner on
keep
her.
wanting to make me violent? I got people who handle that for me.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's another thing. Yeah, any of you bitch ass comedians out there that need a little, you know what I'm saying, a little get back, a little get right. I'll let my girl on some real shit. She'll
I
show
got
you what
real
all death
ones.
is. She'll
I
give
got
you
everybody. Look, I got
all
everything
death.
from the Bloods, the Crips, the Nation of Islam. I got a
Now
lot
she
of
got the 13s,
the
ladies and gentlemen.
ancestors.
Yeah, she got the essays.
I got the MS.
No, not MS. Hey, don't ever disrespect me like that.
Oh,
No
you said the
MS.
13s.
That
Only
ain't
know
MS.
MS
Hey,
13.
not MS. No, ain't no MS. Those are Salvadorians. I'm Mexican. All right.
My bad. My
I
bad.
run with the 18 streeters. Now I'm fucking with you.
Look, I fuck with pupusas and pasole. Don't come for me, okay?
She said the pupusas, and hey, that was nice. That was perfect. Hey, so you know your shit. You know your shit. She's like, I've been living in LA, motherfucker. I know
I'm
my
from
shit.
San Diego. I live
Oh,
in
San Diego
LA.
is too. Where are you from?
California experience,
Okay, San Diego, where
gives it
like
to you all.
National City, like
I've lived, I spent a big
okay.
point of my life in National City. That's when I got close with my Filipino brethren and sisters.
Oh.
Yes. Southeast San Diego is where I got my humble beginnings. Shout out to Bay Vista. Shout out to
Bay
Knox
Vista.
Elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out all.
Euclid,
Yeah,
you know what's up.
I hear you.
You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up.
Triggeration Station.
I'm surprised you damn near
You know
ain't
what I mean?
Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Man. It was a lot. It was pretty, probably half and half when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah, half Mexican, half black.
That's what's
We
good.
had
Sounds like my foster.
we had a few,
Yeah.
others sprinkled in between. But
Oh,
my
so you know about the
experience,
others, huh? Okay. I
yeah,
like that.
a little anonymous. We had I think we had, I can't remember. What's my friend? Gosh, she wasn't Filipino. See, now it's gonna sound racist because the more I like try to figure it out. Rose. What was Rose? She might have been. I feel like it was not Korean. She wasn't Chinese. It's gonna come to me. But shout out to Rose.
Hey, shout out Rose on some real shit. She gonna call in right now. Like, girl, I was fucking Colombian. You tripping?
Nah, she was my first Asian friend.
Oh, she was Asian. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
she
my
was
bad.
Asian. She
She's
wasn't
probably
Pacific Islander.
Okay, then who knows? Maybe
But
there's a
is
few of 'em.
Pacific Islander Asian?
I don't think.
Okay.
Who knows? What's Pacific Island? I
That's
mean,
Filipino.
yeah.
That's I believe
They damn near
the
speak
Samoan.
Spanish. Yeah.
I think Samoan might be Pacific Islander.
If I had a fact checker, I'd be like, "Hey, fact check
Forgive
that to
me
see
if I'm wrong. You know, I want to be right, but sometimes I get my facts
The
mixed
comments
up.
are like, "Oh man, this motherfucker's crazy. Like they don't even know where they." We fucking drinking.
I
Fuck
think
y'all,
Hawaiian
man.
might
Some
be
real shit.
Pacific Islander.
Yeah, that might be. What about Rihanna? She ain't Pacific Islander.
That's more
Caribbean.
West Indian.
That's more good pussy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's better pussy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. I would like to know, but I wouldn't. I
Oh,
don't
you would
know.
like to know? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Rihanna's bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she is.
She's cute.
She's
Fuck with
amazing.
her. I mean, JC was the one that
She's-
slept with her. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. If you cheat on
I guess he
Beyonce,
got the touch.
yeah, he might. No, or the lips. One of the two.
Probably a mix.
The Mick Jaggers. He got the Mick Jaggers.
Listen, Beyonce likes it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
They're a beautiful couple. They're a powerhouse, and you know,
Beyonce, whenever you want to go Mexican, I'm right here. Holla at your boy, man. Real talk. I'll pinch you in. I'll give you a free pap smear.
hey,
Great minds think alike. I love it. I
See?
love it. I love it. See, now we're vibing. Now we're vibing. And no, we're just buzzed. But
I'm chill.
yeah, she's good. She's good. She's on that
I'm a
vape.
G.
So I mean, how long you been
Yeah,
smoking?
baby.
If you mind me asking.
The first time I smoked, I was in the 6th grade, and it was just like one and done. And that was I tried to smoke some weed out of I didn't have papers.
Out of an apple.
Nah, I got a tea bag, cut it open, dumped out the insides, put the weed in it, rolled it.
And it worked?
Not really. And then the next time I smoked, it was like a black and mild in like middle school, high school.
You cleared it out. You cleared it out.
I hit it a couple times.
Oh,
yeah,
black and mild.
Yeah, black and mild. And then high school, when I was going to a more white high school, a lot more drugs and all that. I was in theater, and we had an after party for Grease. I smoked.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
And
that type of Grease. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And I all those times I didn't get high even then, but the first time I felt high was when I tried it in college, and this was probably like my 2nd or 3rd year.
What do you think it was? It was like dirt weed? Like
no, I just wasn't like smoking right.
Oh, you weren't inhaling. You're
Probably
like
not.
Bill Clinton type shit.
And I probably just I have a natural high tolerance for, like, I'm not gonna lie, like any sort of drugs or that I've tried.
Okay.
Usually the first time it doesn't.
Well, we're getting the cocaine. We got some cocaine. Hey, bring the cocaine in. Yeah.
I don't fuck with
This
the
is you got a
powders.
high tolerance.
I don't fuck with the powders.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
Especially not these days. I mean, you know, maybe back in the 70s.
No baby powder, no nothing.
Nope. Johnson & Johnson, nah, they got the lawsuit, man.
Johnson does it?
Yeah, they did some
What
shit.
happened? They gangbang the white girl?
It was some sort of cancer or shit.
Shit.
In the baby powder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't have my babies anymore.
Ooh,
Other than that,
damn.
let's do it.
Yeah, baby powder. If you still putting baby powder on your body,
I put baby powder on my nuts now, right now, still to this day.
It is 2023. That shit is dead, bro. Like,
is that why I got erectile dysfunction?
Yeah, you gotta chill. Yeah, no baby powder.
You know what? That might be the fucking reason.
Yeah,
man, fuck you, Johnson & Johnson on some real shit. I'm going to Rodriguez and Rodriguez. Fuck
baby
that
powder?
shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking Sanchez and Sanchez. This is bullshit. Okay. Miss Jonnae, what's your favorite dish like that you like to eat? Like, let's just answer. No, let's get into a random question.
Okay.
Burritos or tacos?
Both.
No,
because sometimes it's a mood.
This isn't porno. You can't have both. It's either one or.
Sometimes it's a mood, like, because like when I just want to like something to like feel warm and comforted, soak up some alcohol, it's a burrito. When I just want something that's like
that tortilla will soak it
you
up.
know, not gonna make me hurt, but taste good, not gonna put me to sleep, you know, gonna fill me up, but still be light enough. Go ahead and hit me with them street tacos.
The street tacos. What type of meat?
Asada.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mexican. Other than that, Okay, asada tacos,
Mhm.
but when you're really, really buzzed, you like the,
Oh, and birria.
you like the the birria. The birria is only good like when you go like somebody dies or somebody gets married.
Oh,
That's the
I
goat.
haven't had yeah, I haven't had
You
any.
haven't had like maybe like real goat birria.
I ain't
You
gonna
know what I'm
hold you.
saying?
I prefer the
Birria de
beef one. I
chivo.
like call it fake. I'm fake. Fuck it.
You're not fake. I'm just saying. I
I don't
mean,
like the
go to a
goat
real
too
Mexican.
much.
Why not?
Goat and lamb are things like I'll try and every time I try it, I'm like, this is just too gamey. Like I really taste the fucking animal. That's what I taste when I eat it.
Damn, you really
I
taste the
do
animal.
taste it.
Do you
Yeah, I
do
feel
do
like
you
I'm
see
on the
like
farm.
flashbacks of it hurting?
I don't even say it's just like I just smell and taste farm.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, I don't really enjoy this too much.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Like,
that'd be fucked up to eat something and feel like you see flashbacks of what it went through.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In my
Like,
vegan days, like I
babe.
definitely,
Yeah.
like looked at meat a little different, like, oh, I can't eat that. But
So
yeah,
why'd you backslide from your vegan days?
I just,
It was calling you.
during the pandemic, it was a few things. Like
Mm.
before that, my last job, I was working like doing PA production stuff in the vegan community. A lot of, but not just that, but just doing like vegan influencer work. So I was just free food all the time. I was just surrounded.
You
It
were
was
just
my
gaining weight.
community. No, I was doing pretty good. It was, it was just heavily accessible.
Mhm.
And I didn't have to think twice about it. And like my taste buds, everything had changed. And it was just like it just was second nature.
Right.
I didn't necessarily get into it for the animals, so that wasn't like it
that
was,
was the whole
once
purpose. Yeah.
association, the more I was in the community, the more educated I became about it. It was like, okay, I get it, I understand, I make that connection. I still
Yeah.
do. And I, just all right, like
Yeah.
say a
En nombre
prayer
del Padre, del Hijo,
and
del Espíritu
yeah, and I
Santo.
just
Yeah.
be like,
Mhm.
is God put things here for a reason, you know what I
Hey,
mean?
she's
Like,
right. I mean,
so take your choice, but I do not support like the cruelty. Like I
right.
definitely do, if there is a way to humanely, which is just this ironic, how do you humanely slaughter anything? But
Right.
we just we
Yeah.
say a
I'll be
prayer
the
and
slaughter.
we
I'll be
say
like,
thanks.
Thank you to the animals. Come over here and eat some of this meat.
Yeah. So it's like, like during the
scary.
pandemic,
It's scary.
things changed, but also I was feeling like a little iron deficient, if
Why is
that makes
that?
sense.
Oh,
Like I
because
was
you were
feeling like
lacking. Like, yeah, I'm not strong enough. Like I used to.
exactly,
Yeah.
and just my energy
Yeah.
levels, because I wasn't necessarily eating the
Uh,
proper things. I was eating still a lot of
mhm.
vegan fast food or processed
I mean, did you
foods.
gain energy, or you were just
In the
like, or you
beginning,
lacked it?
especially when I was making my own foods when I
Mhm.
started my journey. But this, and there's 2 times I've had like 2 vegan or plant-based journeys,
Right.
The first time around was like 2013, and this is when I was introduced to Dr. Sebi. So it was
Mm.
heavily more alkaline, had a lot more garbanzos and kales and,
Right. Beans,
versus like
protein. Yeah.
soy and,
Mhm.
wheat. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't too much of the mock meats. I was doing
Right.
like mushrooms for my
You would have been
protein,
a
or
lesbian if you were consumed too much soy. Yeah, I get it.
a lot of
Yeah.
estrogen, right? So, and even with that, like just energetically, like I could just kind of
Right. You can
tell,
feel the difference. Yeah.
like, and I'm the type of person who I just listen to my body. Like
Mhm.
I've been on several journeys, everything from vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian,
Hey, 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 hey,
flexitarian,
hey.
you know what I mean? To just,
That's right.
kind of enjoy, you know.
Hey, I mean, as long as you felt, a different type, you're like, hey, I'm lacking something here. Let me go back, and then, let me go in and go back to my fucking, my daily schedule. So you were like, I'm lacking something. So when you went back to it,
Yeah, I
you
was
really
kind of
felt
like,
like, it was a difference. That was the difference.
I was like, especially during like that time of the month, like I would just
Mhm.
notice like
Decrease
I'm
or something.
just, and I would crave like red meat, which was something that was interesting for me because even when I did eat meat, red meat was something I didn't really care for too much.
Mm-hmm.
I would always, it was more fish and chicken
Right.
or, so I just was like, let me try it. And one day, and I was like, I didn't get sick after not eating it for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
My body didn't reject it, So I just
Yeah, you just bounce it out.
started,
Yeah,
eating,
okay.
and
I
now I'm
mean,
just a foodie, and I just
now
be
you're eating
eating.
everything. Fuck it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
be eating.
I mean, speaking of pandemic, what did you do? Like, what were your, what I'm saying? Like, did you, we're all locked down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I never was locked down. I was like, fuck it, I ain't wearing no mask, don't wear it. That's just my stubborn ass. But for you,
Yeah.
what did you do? Like, during the pandemic, what was your
For me in the beginning,
like
so there was
to be
different
entertained?
ways.
To be entertained, like, what did you
Yeah.
do to entertain yourself as far
Yeah.
as?
In the beginning, I did do a lot of just virtual things, everything from Clubhouse. And there were some comedy
I
things
love
going on
Clubhouse.
there, to just a lot of knowledge being shared there on different industries I was interested in. I was doing a lot of virtual filming, so it was like, okay, I'm actually making a little money, and it's
Wait a minute, virtual filming.
yeah, like comedy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yes.
Don't get the wrong idea, motherfuckers. Look at everybody like, wait a minute. Okay.
I was doing,
So you're
like,
doing stand up, virtual
yeah,
stand up.
yep. I was
That's dope.
taking online, like, classes. Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, wait a minute, I could take a free class at Harvard.
So you're
I'm gonna do
benefiting
it.
yourself. You're
Yeah,
benefiting yourself.
that's how it started. I was like,
Mhm.
I had good routine, stretching every day, writing every day, doing a lot of things. But I will say, once like June, July hit, and it was like the Black Lives Matter movement,
Mm.
um, it became a different experience for me. Like, I went from, like, creating every day, like, I was going live every day, doing live shows, like improv shows, everything from comedy to music, building an online audience, to falling into, like, a state of, like, just everything from anxiety, depression, paranoia. Like, it hit me different, like, living alone, hearing sirens all the time. Just, it was driving. Like, I'm
I mean,
like, are those
why do you feel like you
bombs? Are
had that?
these? It was a mixture of,
The media?
I wasn't even too heavy on the media
Yeah, why? I mean,
watching.
why were you? If you mind me
I
asking,
think
why were
just
you so like
having
paranoid?
my entire, like, norm shaken up,
Mm-hmm.
living alone, and kind of like,
Like something bigger is coming in the making. Like
yeah,
something's brewing.
yeah,
That's what I kind of
it
felt
was
too.
that. I was having a lot of, like, vandalism and things going on with, like, my car, my mailbox. Like, it was just
What?
things going on where it was
Like
like, wait a minute.
sabotage.
Like, it was kind of like, who the fuck is watching me? And,
Who
like,
the
because it was
fuck?
just my shit, like, in the
That
complex.
could have
Not,
just been coincidence.
could have been, but multiple times, it was getting a
Yeah, that's
little,
kind of weird.
it was
Oh
getting a little
shit.
scary. Um, and just like I said, for me, like, really, when I would watch the news was another Black person just got gunned down. So for me, as being a Black woman,
You thought you were a target. Yeah,
absolutely,
of course.
absolutely. And just, like, knowing, like, I'm not fucking safe. My neighbors ain't gonna have my back.
I don't know. Nobody's
Not
gonna
the
have your
fuck at
back.
all. So it actually, to just be candid, and maybe this will help somebody out there, but for the first time in my life, I ended up being institutionalized. I was hospitalized, placed on a 5150.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
it was a 2020 was definitely a doozy. But made it through, and,
I'm glad you broke through that surface. 'Cause look at you
yeah,
now, beautiful as young as I mean, you're
thank
doing your
you.
thing and you're moving around and now you be
Yeah,
able to trust people. But at the end of the day, you're
absolutely.
still aware and you still gotta protect yourself.
That part.
On some real shit.
Mhm.
Man, much love, man. I'm glad you did that on some real shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, hey, for those that don't
Yeah.
know, man, depression and all that shit, man, it's rough. It could get hard. You could, isolate yourself, which
Mhm.
is really not a good thing to do. But sometimes at the time, it might feel like you might need to
Yeah.
isolate yourself,
Yeah, that was a
But
time we didn't have a choice
damn,
but to be isolated. Like, my family was in San Diego, but not just that. It's like my parents, are older, both, like, that the higher risk, like, I'm like, I can't really
reach out.
break these, protocols. So
Damn.
I pretty much did follow the rules for the most part. I would just go out to do my groceries and things like that. Or if I did want to truly get out, I would go to areas that I knew were more open, like Leimert Park or something, where it's like,
Right. Well, there's a lot of people watching and shit.
where it's like they don't care. Like the police, even the police are there, they're not tripping. Like
Right.
it's fine. Like business is normal.
I mean,
Energy's good here. There's no traffic. Like I'm
yeah.
good. So
I mean, for somebody that's going through that right now, like real
yeah.
thing, what kind of words of advice would you tell that person, like on some real thing, because this is an issue that does need to get addressed. I really really, I mean, I'm glad I had no
Mhm.
idea, but to tell you the
Yeah.
truth, I mean, this is very very important.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say?
I would say number one, like just like as much as you can, like check in with yourself and like even when things are moving so fast, like um none of us are above, having a mental crisis, mental breakdown, like diagnosed or not. Like there are certain things that can happen in life that can take you to that place. Say once you are aware with what you need and how you're feeling, do those things. Like rest is important.
Mm-hmm.
Like during that time, I was not getting my rest,
Mm-hmm.
proper nutrition, hydration, just I was kind of just it was a recipe for disaster when it comes to sending the body and the mind into a state of, chemical imbalance. So, um some of the tools and things that have helped me is to really know who I can talk to and trust
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to that. So, I've been blessed with having a few friends and family members that not only are that, but who are also properly trained
Mm-hmm.
in mental health.
Beautiful.
Because just because a person's family and loves you, that does not mean they are trained or even understand
Right.
what
The
that
process of even going
process,
in. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
sometimes that could actually make things worse.
Damn.
So I would say even to families, like, I mean, this is just my personal take. Uh, do not call the cops during a state of mental crisis, especially not on a Black person or person of color. It might not end well.
Right.
Just from the experiences I've had with it, never ends well. Like if you're truly concerned, pull up on them in a way. Do not ambush them in this way. It's going to be very triggering. Even if they were perfectly in a okay state,
Mm-hmm.
as just being that
You
person,
just never
when you
know.
see the police and all that, and then coming at you in a way, you are going to panic, and they
Right.
will use that against you.
True.
So that's just one of my personal favors that I ask of my community. But I would say just find the things and the people that um
You could vent to.
that and the things that make you feel well. So going for walks is one thing that helps me. Nature, if I'm, taking my proper herbs and vitamins and things that, I know are
Mm-hmm.
gonna create the healthiest environment for my mind, body, and soul. So
Beautiful.
everything, taken in from music to morning routines,
Right.
all those things matter. But yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, that's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it up. Spoken well. I mean, salute.
Salud.
She's like, we gotta hit this commercial break. We're gonna go into a commercial break, y'all. Stay tuned. I got my girl right here, Jonnae, in the building, man, on some real shit. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get to the end of this.
Pew, pew, pew,
Pew, pew, pew,
pew.
pew. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We out here.
Hey. What it do? What it do? Dr. Dandruff back in his mother lover. We're right here with Jonnae in the building, y'all.
Pew,
You know
pew,
what I'm
pew,
saying?
pew.
Hey, 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 hey. So I mean, yeah, we man, we pretty much just discovered fire. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of things that I didn't know about you, which is awesome, and I see the way you are now and the way you carry yourself, and I'm very, very fucking much grateful you even came. Like on some
Yeah,
real
that's
shit.
that's why I love doing podcasts. I never know where it's gonna go. And every time it's different. And
Right.
yeah, this is
Well, I'm
this
glad
is
it went
yeah,
there. I mean, on some real
yeah.
shit, because a lot of people. I mean, what you just touched down on was just something that a lot of people go through, and
Yeah,
it could
and
get.
it's and I'll be honest, it's a lot of times where I'm very private about that.
Mhm.
For a few reasons. Number one, protection.
Right.
Like I don't want anybody to look at me different, treat me different, or
Nah,
anything of that nature.
I highly doubt that, but
But it comes along with it. There is a lot of still there, and unfortunately, there still is a lot of stigma when it comes to mental health, and that's something that we still got work to do on. So, um, but I do realize this is where the church girl comes in. That I realize there is power in our testimony.
that part.
So, I feel sometimes God will put us through certain tests and situations
But he
that,
won't put us through something that
yeah,
we can't,
that part.
that we can't fucking, that we can't handle on some real stuff.
Mhm.
I got to give it to that. I mean, on
Yep.
some real stuff. Shout out to God on some real stuff. Shout
Pew,
out.
pew,
Bow,
pew,
bow, bow, bow.
pew.
Shout out God. But back on the comedic tip, so you really don't know too much right now as far as what you got going, but like, I mean, any shout outs, anybody that you want to, give mad props to before we get up out of here? Because I know you're a very busy woman and I don't want to keep you longer than I have to because I might just
Yeah.
keep you for a longer time.
Well, I just want to shout out to all of the amazing producers and showrunners and things of that nature who have helped me along my journey. I don't have a big time agent or anything like that, and really all of my work is based on recommendations, word of
Mm,
mouth. So Nichelle Murdoch is a big part of that. Monica Boyd. Shout out to All Def Digital, the entire team over there.
shout out.
Like I said, it's amazing to work with people and have alignment, and just it's lately the sets I've been showing up and seeing sets full of like hella black crew. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like the
right.
game is changing,
It
and
is.
it's beautiful to see. Like
It is.
it's a beautiful thing to see and be a part of. So, I just want to shout out to all of the amazing people who look out for me and keep me working throughout the years. Um,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. Shout out my girl, real talk on some real shit. Jonnae Thompson in this motherfucker, y'all, on some real shit. She came, she saw, she conquered. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, where can everybody find you? Let's go. Spell your name too, in
Yes.
case people do
Yes, I
get.
know sometimes it's not a name you see or hear every day. It's Jonnae at Jonnae Jonnae the Queen TheQueen on Instagram. That's literally where you're gonna find me the most. On any other network, Jonnae Thompson JonnaeThompson. Stay tuned. I work in a way where it's like, I don't always know what's coming up next, but it's gonna be something great. So just stay tuned for the journey.
And I believe it. I believe it, y'all. She came, she saw, she conquered, y'all. Dr. Dandruff in the building, man. We up out of here on some real shit, y'all. Please follow this woman. Please subscribe. Please do all of the above. Please, 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 man. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it best from her mouth. We about this motherfucker on some real shit. Love y'all. See y'all.
Peace.
Hey.